Tuxedo's Pulse 14 Gen 3 is a new subnotebook with a fast AMD Zen 4 processor and a high-res 3K IPS display with a refresh rate of 120 Hz. Furthermore, it features 32 GB RAM as standard and many connectivity options. So, is this the perfect Linux Ultrabook? Tuxedo has expanded its portfolio of compact 14-inch laptops with its new Pulse 14 Gen 3, which relies on a current Zen 4 processor from AMD. The Ryzen 7 7840HS, including its fast Radeon 780MI GPU, is installed as standard, as well as 32 GB LPDDR5-6400 RAM and a high-res 3K IPS display with a 120 Hz refresh rate. With a 500 GB SSD from Samsung, its base price is around $1,320, and our test configuration featuring the 2 TB version of the Samsung 980 Pro costs about $1,500. Price-wise, the new Pulse 14 Gen 3 lies just below the well-known InfinityBook Pro 14 Gen 8 Linux version of the Schenker Vision 14M23, with a Core i7-13700H and an optional GeForce RTX 3050 6GB. Prices start from $1,700. In addition to the Linux-based Tuxedo OS, the Pulse 14 Gen 3 can also be configured with Windows, Virtual Machine, or Dual Boot. You can also get an identically built Windows version from Schenker called the VIA 14 Pro, which has a slightly lower MRSP of $1,200. With its warranty reduced to 2 years, you can even get it for $1,110. At first glance, the new Pulse 14 Gen 3's case closely resembles that of the InfinityBook or the Vision 14, but upon closer inspection, you can notice a few differences. While the more expensive InfinityBook relies on a magnesium alloy and only weighs just over 1.3 kilograms, even with its 99 Wh battery, the Pulse 14 Gen 3's case is made from aluminum, display cover and bottom case part, and plastic, top case part and display frame. In terms of quality, the laptop makes quite a good impression. However, its aluminum surfaces, in particular, are quite sensitive to collecting fingerprint marks, which also aren't the easiest to remove. There unfortunately isn't a silver version of the device. The black version of the Vision 14 was a little easier to keep clean. The new Pulse 14 can optionally be had without the manufacturer's logo on the lid, or alternatively, you can even get it sent out with a custom logo, even in color. The base unit stability is great, and we only managed to press in the middle keyboard area when using quite a bit of pressure. The screen is slightly more flexible, but we couldn't elicit any image errors from it. Its maximum opening angle is 180 degrees, and in general, the hinges are set well, but the display does wobble a bit after setting it to a different angle. Thankfully, this problem isn't as pronounced as it is on the InfinityBook/Vision 14. The new Pulse 14 is one of the most compact devices within the comparison field, and it weighs 1.39 kilograms. This makes it slightly heavier than the old InfinityBook. Its 100-watt power supply weighs 265 grams. Despite its compact size, the Pulse 14 Gen 3 isn't lacking connectivity options, as aside from a total of 4x USB, 2x USB-C, and 2x USB-A, it also features a full HDMI output as well as a microSD card reader. This means you likely won't need to carry an adapter with you in everyday use. On the other hand, it doesn't have a modern USB 4.0 port. Our test device houses a WLAN module from MediaTek MT9721K, which may support modern Wi-Fi 6E networks, 6 GHz. However, it only runs at 80 MHz. This means its maximum transfer rate is limited to 1200 Mbit/s, and this is also the reason why our test results were comparatively poor. You can optionally go for the AX210 card from Intel instead. Even so, in everyday use, its WLAN performance is definitely fast and stable enough. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.